welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a flip through of Gather Round Homeschool's Christmas mini unit. So this came out on Wednesday, updated for 2020, and I actually got it Wednesday, which is amazing because I know a lot of people have had a really hard time getting it. Their website had some issues, but I did get it and I got it all printed off, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick flip through for you. If you are new here, my name is Heather and my channel is mostly homeschool, essential oils, and more natural homemaking. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I would love to see you in more of my videos every Sunday and Thursday. But before I start doing the flip through of this video, I'm going to go ahead and explain Gather Round Homeschool to you a little bit. So in this video, I have the teacher's guide as well as the pre-reader workbook. So the way Gather Round Homeschool works is a family-based homeschool program. The teacher's guide is the same no matter what. And you read the lessons, which I will show you close up here in a minute. And then each student has a different workbook. So there are workbooks from pre-reader, which is what I printed off, or my 2-year-old, all the way through high school level. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through the pre-reader workbook as well as the teacher guide and show you how this curriculum looks and how we're going to use it for Christmas this year. So the first page inside the binder is the table of contents. This curriculum contains 12 different lessons, so you could do it over 12 days or spread it out over 3 weeks. However, it works best in your homeschool. And then you have a note from the teacher. I'm not gonna lie, I have not read this yet, but this is a note from Rebecca from Homeschool On that is given to every parent. And then you have recitations. These you will do daily, and there are 3 different versions of it from 3 different versions of the Bible. So you have the ESV, the NKJV, and the NIV. I believe is the next one. Yes, the NIV. So whichever Bible you use in your home, you have the recitation for your morning list. Then you have a book list, and this contains picture books and read-alouds both. I'm personally going to go to my library and see how many of these picture books I can find. For our read aloud, we are doing Little Women this year, so I probably will not pull another read aloud for my daughter. As you turn the page, you now get your supply lists. Here it shows you every week what you will need for groceries, because there is baking throughout this. And then over here it shows you lesson by lesson what you will need to do that lesson correctly. Most of it is really simple, like candy canes and wrapping paper and colored pencils, but do check this so that you make sure you have all of the supplies that you need. This is my favorite part, I think, of this beginning part. This is basically Christmas at a glance, and you can write down all your Christmas events, your gift shopping list, your to-do list, your baking list. I love that this had like a mini, almost bullet journal feel to it. I really appreciate that. And there is also an adult coloring book. Next, you get into the individual lessons. And at the top, you always have this day at a glance, which tells you what you're going to be doing that day. So every morning you do your recitation, and every week you have a different song. And then you will read through the lesson, which is all written out for you right here. And after you read through the lesson, your children will look at their student guide and do the activities that go along with that lesson. Many of the lessons also have an extension or an add-on to the lesson. Personally, I don't think I'll be doing these with my daughter this year. As I said, she is 2, almost 3, but I'm not sure she has the ability to be patient for much longer than this reading already is. So we'll probably skip the optional extension exercises, but this would be great for in the future when she's in 1st grade, 2nd grade, kindergarten, a little bit older. Something that I do love about this curriculum is when you buy the digital version, you get all of the student workbooks. So I'm going to show you Madison's student workbook in a little bit, but I did get from pre-reader all the way through high school, so we can continue to use this curriculum throughout the years. It's nothing that I'm going to have to repurchase or I'm going to have to purchase more pieces to. I could just continue to print out new children's workbooks, and Madison can use them as the years go on. At the bottom of each day of reading, you see this assignment bubble. This is when your child would go to their student workbook and use that for today's projects. There are also movies included in here. So this one I'm showing you option 2. It is Polar Express. At least that's the one that we will probably end up watching. But it always gives you 2 options for movies. One is more secular and one is more traditional. So I truly appreciate that, and I'm excited to watch some of these movies. Next, you go into the meanings of different Christmas symbols, like the Christmas tree, the candy cane. I believe it also does gift wrapping or bows and other stuff like that. And then you have Christmas around the world. This really is what made me buy this curriculum. You can see Christmas in Portugal, Ethiopia, and other countries around the world. I am a social studies and social sciences lover, so this really spoke to me, and I cannot wait to get to this lesson. After the last lesson, you get to an appendix, and this is where you will find your weekly music or your weekly song. So it does come with the sheet music if anyone in your family plays an instrument. I think this is awesome. They could go ahead and play the songs. We will probably YouTube them. It also has all of the recipes that you will be using throughout the curriculum. So there's gingerbread cookies, sugar cookies, and saltines. It has these templates to make felt ornaments, because that is one of the activities in the student guide that you will see here in a minute. And yeah, I like that this was all conveniently at the end of the student guide, that it wasn't mixed in, because if you wanted to play that, I think it's awesome that you can just flip to the end and be able to find it. It comes with a Christmas charades. I do not believe we will be doing this. My daughter is just not old enough to even begin to understand it, but I am really, really excited to do the baking with her this year. I actually told my husband I am going to Michael's or Hobby Lobby to buy all the fun sprinkles and stuff to decorate cookies with, and I am so excited to get to do Christmas baking with her this year and to introduce Christmas carols. I think she will really enjoy that. In the past, we've listened to them, but it's always been just more like music in the background, so I'm really excited to have them be an active part of our day. I'm going to flip through the pre-reader student book. So my daughter, as I said, she is 2 going on 3, so we did get her the pre-reader version, which still I believe might be a bit old for her. The more I've flipped through it, there's a lot of expressing feelings and opinions that I'm not sure she actually has the vocabulary to do yet, but I do like that this curriculum will grow with her. So the students all have their own copy of the recitation I showed you in the parent guide. It is the same thing, it's just in here for your student to read. We probably won't focus on that much. Like I said, my daughter does not have that strong of a vocabulary. One thing I love in the pre-reader is there are coloring pages for every lesson. So while the parent is reading the lesson, the kids can be coloring. In lesson 1, you will also be making a nativity scene or working on starting to make a nativity scene. So here you have to cut that out and color it. They have copies of all the music that we will be doing, and here are more parts of your manger and another coloring page that she can work on. I just really like how they laid this out, so there's something for them to do for each, like while you're talking. So I found that does really help with my daughter. If while I am reading a lesson, I give her something to color, it does really, really help. So each lesson grows on basically your gift to Jesus and being thankful, and it's really learning about the holiday season. Here you do Jesus's family tree. In this version, I believe it said to color Joseph, Mary, and Jesus. In future levels, I know it says to cut and paste them or to do other things. I didn't look that far ahead, but I do really like that. And here it also does have the recipes for cooking in the student book. They can color in this love word. Page is for planning out your random act of kindness, and this is the stuff that I'm not sure my daughter is quite going to comprehend, but I am glad that she's learning it early on. There's a lot of this that I think I'm going to have to do for her. Here you make ornaments, which I know we can do the one of her foot. I know she will enjoy that, but she's not going to be sewing a felt
Christmas tree. Let's be real, she's 2. Here is a little maze to go from Nazareth all the way down to Bethlehem. We'll probably follow that with some of her toys. And here is the working sheet for the movie night. So it's the one thing that stood out to you in each movie. Again, I'm not sure she has the vocabulary to express that, but we will give it a shot. All in all, I think a lot of this curriculum it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think it would be great for an older child. I think it's going to be hard for my 2-year-old, just because, like I said, she doesn't have the vocabulary to express a lot of what's being asked of her, but I do think it's good to push her and continue to try. For the rest of this, I'm pretty much just going to let the pages flip. I don't think there was anything else specific that I wanted to point out, but yeah, I'm going to let you see the rest of the curriculum, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. Let me know down below, do you plan on using this with your children? Do you plan on using it maybe when they're older? What are your thoughts on what you're seeing here? Because I always love to hear everyone's opinions. Okay, I lied. I did want to touch on how much I liked this activity. This is building a thankfulness tree. So it says you can use either twigs and sticks from outside, which we live in North Florida. We don't really have trees that have twigs or sticks, but you can also use popsicle sticks. So I'm really excited to do that and just write like each day what she says she's thankful for. Again, she's 2. I'm not sure she'll really express anything great there, but she might. Who knows? Yes. So I'm very excited about this curriculum. Some of it does involve some handwriting, as you just saw on that last page, and obviously I will be doing that for her just because she can't do it. She doesn't have that, which I do think it's odd that there's handwriting in a pre-reader, because obviously if she's not reading, she's not writing, but I'm excited to give this curriculum a shot.
Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what has been updated in this curriculum for 2020, or if this is your first time seeing it at all, I hope you enjoyed seeing, and I hope it piqued your interest in this curriculum a little bit. And if you are already debating using it, maybe you decide to go use it, because I think it is an absolutely gorgeous curriculum. And even from a more secular, non-religious family, yes, this is a very religious curriculum, but I appreciate that it also gave us options, especially when it came to movies, of more non-secular options. And I do think my daughter should learn the true story of Christmas. We have Christmas because of Jesus. Let's be real. Even if you don't believe in all of that, if you don't believe in religion or organized religion, if you celebrate Christmas, you celebrate Christmas because of Jesus. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. Christmas isn't about Santa Claus, it's not about presents, it's about Jesus, and that is what I want my daughter to learn. So I hope you enjoyed this curriculum. Give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see more like this, and comment down below and let me know, what are you adding to your homeschool this year for Christmas? Are you just taking a longer break? Are you adding in some mini units? Are you just doing your normal old traditions? What is your plan? Comment down below and let me know, and I'll see you in my next video on Thursday. Bye, y'all.